Talk about body composition. Fat mass in the abdominal region is the first step that leads to metabolic syndrome. Lean body mass shifts that profile away because adding body fat is basically turning you into women. It's a feminization process. The more fat you have, the testosterone to estrogen ratio starts to change. And so what ends up happening, it's associated with aging. And it also reduces the resting metabolic rate, which then proceeds to add even more body fat. And I talk about, you laugh, oh, it's feminizing. Well, it is. The screen's bright, but you can see he's got a bit of gyno going on here. He's got this big, hard, pregnant belly. And that is what we talk about when we talk about metabolic syndrome. It improves it in men and women where calories are controlled for and where they're not. So that's what I'm talking about with strength training is the force multiplier. It corrects all of your dietary indiscretions to a large degree. Not entirely, but to a large degree. And it reduces visceral adipose tissue. This is in and around the organs, insulates the organs, protects them from jarring, because you got to think, you're basically a cavity from the bottom of your rib cage to your pelvic floor. This doesn't expand very much. If you start to gain visceral adipose tissue, it's squeezing in on your organs, making them work harder to do the same stuff they would always be doing without an extra metabolic or biochemical benefit to you. They have to push out against it. And this is why skinny guys, ironically, slide aside, win eating contests, because fat mass doesn't stretch. It doesn't. We think about fat guys, oh, they can put down a lot of food. Their stomach is no different, and that fat isn't going to budge. So that's why your tiny little ripped guys shove down 65 hot dogs, because they have room to expand. Your tissues don't have room and are getting internally crushed when you have a lot of visceral adipose tissue, which makes the heart work harder, which is why they call it heart attack fat.